A night gone wrong. The lead up to the kiss. Hope's evening began like any other. After a particularly stressful day dealing with family dramas and professional challenges at Forrester Creations, she found herself seeking solace in the company of friends. As the evening wore on, Hope, who rarely drinks, decided to indulge in a few glasses of wine, hoping to take the edge off her overwhelming emotions. Little did she know that this decision would lead her down a path of vulnerability and impulsiveness that she would soon regret. Surrounded by friends and colleagues, the conversation flowed freely, and so did the alcohol. As the night progressed, Hope's normally guarded nature began to slip, her inhibitions lowered by the wine. Conversations became more personal, and tensions that had been simmering below the surface started to bubble up. It was in this state of emotional confusion that Hope made a move that would have significant implications for her relationships moving forward. The kiss. A moment of weakness. In a moment of weakness, Hope leaned in and kissed Finn, who was just as surprised as the audience. The kiss was brief but passionate, a stark contrast to the carefully controlled life that Hope had always maintained. For Finn, the kiss was not just unexpected, it was alarming. As a married man deeply in love with Steffi Forrester, Finn knew that this moment could potentially destroy everything he held dear. The kiss itself was a culmination of unresolved feelings, miscommunication, and the ever-present tension that defines the relationships on The Bold and the Beautiful. It was clear that Hope's actions were not premeditated, but rather a spontaneous expression of her inner turmoil. Yet the consequences of this momentary lapse in judgment could be far-reaching, potentially setting off a chain of events that could unravel the lives of those involved. Finn's reaction. Fear and confusion. Finn's reaction to the kiss was one of immediate shock and confusion. As a character who has always been portrayed as loyal and devoted, especially to his wife Steffi, Finn was thrown into a state of panic. His mind raced with the possible repercussions. How would Steffi react if she found out? What would this mean for his marriage? And perhaps most troubling, what did this kiss signify about Hope's feelings toward him? The fear that gripped Finn was palpable. He knew that this kiss, innocent though it may have seemed in the moment, could be interpreted in a myriad of ways, none of which would bode well for his future. His primary concern was for his wife, Steffi, and the life they had built together. Finn was well aware of the precarious nature of their relationship, especially considering Steffi's tumultuous past with Hope's ex, Liam Spencer. The last thing Finn wanted was to add another layer of complexity to an already complicated situation. Hope's regret. The morning after. The following morning, Hope awoke with a pounding headache and a sinking feeling of regret. The events of the previous night came rushing back, and she was overwhelmed by the realization of what she had done. For Hope, the kiss was not just a moment of weakness. It was a betrayal of everything she stood for. She prided herself on her integrity, her loyalty, and her commitment to doing what was right, and now she had to face the fact that she had crossed a line. Hope's first instinct was to reach out to Finn to apologize and make amends. But as she composed a message to him, she hesitated. How could she even begin to explain her actions? Would Finn even want to hear from her after what had happened? The fear of rejection and the potential fallout from her actions weighed heavily on Hope's mind. She knew that she had to take responsibility for her actions, but she also feared the consequences of coming clean. The fallout. Friends and family react. As news of the kiss began to spread, the fallout was immediate and intense. Hope's family and friends were shocked by her actions, struggling to reconcile the woman they knew with the one who had impulsively kissed a married man. For Brooke Logan, Hope's mother, the situation was particularly distressing. Brooke had always seen herself in Hope, and this moment of weakness reminded her of her own past mistakes. Brooke was torn between wanting to protect her daughter and the fear that Hope was heading down a dangerous path. Liam Spencer, Hope's ex-husband and co-parent, was also deeply affected by the news. Though their marriage had ended, Liam still cared deeply for Hope and was concerned about the implications of her actions. He knew all too well the complexities of the relationships within their intertwined families, and he feared that this kiss could lead to more heartache and drama for everyone involved. Steffi, too, was left reeling from the revelation. As a woman who had fought hard for her happiness and stability, she was devastated by the thought that her marriage could be at risk. Steffi trusted Finn, but the kiss between him and Hope brought back memories of past betrayals and insecurities. She couldn't help but wonder if there was something more to the kiss, something that Finn or Hope wasn't telling her. Finn and Steffi. A relationship in jeopardy. The kiss put Finn and Steffi's relationship to the test. Finn, who had always been honest and transparent with Steffi, found himself in a difficult position. He wanted to be truthful about what had happened, but he also feared that the truth could destroy their marriage. The longer he kept the kiss a secret, the more the guilt weighed on him, creating a rift between him and Steffi that threatened to grow wider with each passing day. Steffi, on the other hand, sensed that something was off. Finn's behavior had changed. He was more distant, more preoccupied, and she couldn't shake the feeling that he was hiding something from her. Her instincts told her that something had happened, and she was determined to find out what it was. As she began to piece together the clues, Steffi was faced with the possibility that her worst fears might be coming true. Hope and Finn navigating the aftermath. In the days following the kiss, both Hope and Finn struggled to navigate the aftermath. Hope was consumed with guilt and fear, unsure of how to move forward. She considered confiding in her closest friends, but the fear of judgment held her back. Finn, meanwhile, was grappling with his feelings for Hope. While he knew that the kiss was a mistake, he couldn't deny the connection he felt in that moment. It was a connection that both scared and intrigued him, leaving him torn between his loyalty to Steffi and his unresolved feelings for Hope. The two eventually met in private to discuss what had happened. The conversation was tense and filled with emotion as they both tried to make sense of their actions and what it meant for their future. Finn made it clear that his priority was his marriage to Steffi, but he also admitted that the kiss had shaken him more than he cared to admit. Hope, for her part, expressed deep remorse and assured Finn that she had no intention of pursuing anything beyond friendship with him. But despite their best efforts to put the incident behind them, the tension between them remained, a constant reminder of the kiss that should never have happened. The ripple effect, how the kiss impacts everyone. The kiss between Hope and Finn sent shockwaves through the lives of everyone involved. For the Forrester, Logan, and Spencer families, the event was more than just a moment of indiscretion. It was a catalyst for deeper introspection and reevaluation of relationships. The trust that had been carefully built over the years was now in jeopardy, and the characters were left to pick up the pieces in the aftermath. For Steffi, the kiss brought back painful memories of past betrayals, reigniting old insecurities and fears. She found herself questioning not only her marriage but also her own judgment. Could she trust Finn? Or was she doomed to repeat the same patterns of heartbreak that had plagued her in the past? These questions haunted Steffi as she tried to navigate the complex emotions that the kiss had stirred within her. Liam, too, was deeply affected by the incident. While his marriage to Hope had ended, he still felt a strong connection to her and was concerned about the direction her life was taking. The kiss between Hope and Finn forced Liam to confront his feelings for his ex-wife and the lingering doubts he had about their relationship. It also put him in a difficult position, as he tried to support Hope while also respecting her need to handle the situation on her own. Brooke and Ridge, as the matriarch and patriarch of the Forrester family, were also caught in the crossfire. Brooke, who had always been fiercely protective of her daughter, found herself at odds with Ridge. Hope, Logan, Annika Knoll, might seem a bit conceited when she has the gall to think she could sway Finn away from his wife. John Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, is in love with Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, and probably more than ever as the two have been reconnecting lately. Hope slurs, bounces and rolls kisses Finn. Hope Logan's alcohol intake made her start to slur her words, and then her movements became exaggerated on Bold and the Beautiful this week. One thing Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, noticed before anyone else is Hope gazing at Finn. So she has her eye on her daughter. It finally happened while everyone was rocking out to the live music. Steffi needed to take a phone call. This was the perfect time for Hope to strike. So an unsuspecting Finn is cornered by the intoxicated Logan daughter. And she does the unthinkable, plant a kiss on the lips of her stepsister's husband. Finn hesitates. For a split second when that kiss hit Finn, it looked like he might become a willing participant. He put his arm on her waist as if he pulled her into him at first. But likely reality flooded in, which seemed to prompt him to bring her kiss to a screeching halt. John Finnegan looked mortified after he pushed Hope away. But was he shocked by what she did or by his reaction? Again, for a couple of seconds there, it looked like he was going along with it. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers tease. Finn handles this kiss in a way fans don't expect. This event would only fuel the Logan Forrester feud if anyone found out. But Finn may finally realize there's something wrong with Hope Logan. Still, one thing is for sure, this changes things drastically one way or another on the CBS soap this week. Head back to Soap Dirt for the latest bold and the beautiful spoilers.